What you said? You have to tell me that. Turn. Good morning. Oh, as I said, look at just when you go live stream, and when you go live stream and don't know that you're actually live and everything stuff. So I'm advertising these bottles. Don't know why. So let me move them. So if I did turn move from my aisle, I wouldn't see. But good morning, Bojan is here. Hi, Bojan. Hi, Bojan. How are you? That's coconut oil I just put on my lips. Oh, thank you, Bojan. Thank you so much for that flour and chocolate. Thank you. So guys, I was getting too late. Like I was like really late. So I decided. And normally on a Friday though, every Friday I try to wear makeup. So I was getting late to put on my makeup. So I decided to do it while I'm talking to you. Of course, after all, it's a beauty channel, right? Even though I come with these topics in the morning, because I really believe that you have us ladies that think that we are not going through psychological problem, or we people, and we don't understand that these things has to do with our beauty, and putting on the nice clothes and having the money and the nice things and the jewelry doesn't cover up your character and doesn't cover up what you're going through in life, right? So this is why this topic is good for you guys. It ties in with your beauty. Okay, so while I'm going to talk with you this morning, I'm going to finish my little everyday makeup, but I'm going to step out of the box this morning a little. I'm going to use a different foundation than my normal foundation. It's like changes, yeah. So if you look on all of my makeup videos, I'll just have this subtle makeup. It's like I look like I have on and like I don't have on, right? Because the one them that I said I don't have on and the one that I have on, it really doesn't look a little bit, it doesn't look different unless the lighting, yeah. So I'm gonna step out of the box a little because I like to. What happened? You want me to turn it off?
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead. I think that one look better. Right, so my son turned off one of the light. So I went ahead and do my eyebrow, my eyebrow before, because I was getting late, so I stopped. I didn't even finish them. But guess what? With me now, I'm doing my eyebrows. I don't know how these makeup artists do it, but I have to commend them. It's like you have some hairdressers that they will give you beautiful hair, but they can't do their own. So all the girls out there who can do their own hair, thumbs up. And for all who can do it, it's okay. That mean you like to that's reserved for you to get extra pampering by somebody else. And that's with me when it comes to my makeup, yeah. I will just stick to one thing when it comes to me, but if you come to me for any style, I'll give it to you. But that's just reality. So could I be a full-time YouTube makeup artist unless I'm going to do it on somebody? Because for me to step out of the box, maybe out of the box, like changes, like for instance, if you're a makeup artist, you're supposed to do a lot of different makeup on yourself, because when you do this, what would happen is that you would gravitate more viewers. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm that relaxed to step out of that box to keep on doing all this stuff. So changes, guys, accepting change. So as I said, I've never used this one on myself. I normally use this on customer. So it's almost finished. So it comes with a 3-part compartment, and you have this one in there. Normally use it on customers. And so I'm gonna step out of the box. I'm going to also use This normally I give students to use this one. I'm gonna step out of the box and use this, different from what I normally use on myself. This is what I live on for me, and this stick. So I'm going to change, and sorry, this one, these two I normally use, and I use a concealer with it, even though this is a concealer still, but still foundation to me. So I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna use this morning, and this I normally mix three together. And as I said, it notice they still look subtle, but I normally mix three together. I'm not gonna mix three together this morning because this color is completely different. This make you have a little reddish look. Like if you have pimples, you can cover it up and then use your normal powder. I don't have any pimples to cover up, and maybe that's why I go less with my makeup, because my skin, I don't even have a moisturizer. And you know, people put on moisturizer before they put on makeup. The only moisturizer I'll use on my face before I put on makeup is aloe vera. I'll use tomato juice on my face. I'll use carrot juice before, my carrot oil before. I have two type of carrot oil that I'll make for my skin, and one of them I'll use it before my makeup. Now you would say, why use oil before makeup? Aren't you going to sweat? I have combination skin, and sometimes, like when I do a facial before makeup, my skin intend to get dry. Like when you put on the makeup, you could see some little white ashy spot right here, like after like 2 hours. So what I do with the carrot, you have the carrot where I mix it with more oil, and you have the carrot where just a little oil in there and just the carrot juice itself, so it's not oily. But I really like to use that for that to be on my pores area and not let the makeup go in my pores. And if the makeup, you know, try to go in my pores, the carrot, or if it's aloe vera, I have it protect my pores, and that way I don't damage myself. So accepting changes, even with come with your beauty, your lifestyle, how you live with people, how you take care of your body and a whole, and changes with your job, changes with your kids, changes is everything, guys. So how do you deal with it? Do you let it give you depression? Do you okay? So putting away the stuff them that I'm not using. So you will have some people suffering in certain situation. They're going through crisis, they're going through a lot of stuff, and what they will do, because they're not good with changes, they will continue to suffer, right? Because they don't know how to accept change. They believe to stay one place all the time, and nothing is wrong with that. If you set a goal, some people just can't manage change. Some people believe that change is like the worst thing in their life, and not knowing that change is actually good for you. It can be good for you. Now what if this change just come on you before you prepared for it? There's some reason to look on, some aspect of it that you need to look on, so you don't go in depression, you don't stress out, you don't waste your time feeling sorry for yourself. So I always said to you that no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're going through in life, always look on what the benefits would be. Look past the obstacles and look on the good side of things. Look on the good side of things to get to get things done. And all right, just leave that out of it. I just realized that I don't have something and I ain't getting up back. Right, so just look on the good side of the changes, meaning that I'm gonna give you some examples of changes that you can be going through and it's affecting you, you don't know how to deal with it. But however, if you're in the chat and you're going through the similar things, what are you going through, and I could give you some thoughts on it, and you could give me some thoughts on my changes, because I'm also going through changes. But I've gone through so many changes in my life. That's why I think that I am in a position to come and tell you how I deal with my changes, how I've seen people that I admire deal with changes, and how I've studied changes, and what we need to look for when we're going through these changes to be better at what we're going through, right? And some of that is looking at the situation around you first. It's not even just, it's a main thing to look at the situation around you. So what if you're going changes with a breakup? I'm going to touch the most common part. Most people is breakup. They're going through changes with a breakup. So as I always said, love doesn't keep a relationship, because you love the man and him still leave you. You love the woman and she still leave you. Yeah. And if you ask her if she love you, she'll say, okay, yes, I love you, but I want different. So changes doesn't have nothing to do with love when it comes to relationship. And because of that, as the sooner you realize that, you will get over that relationship. And as I said, I'm using changes, relationship as the first point in the changes that you will go through. And what would happen is that when you look on a relationship that you have built over the years, and all of a sudden it gone from you, what will happen is that it's hard to comprehend, it's hard to swallow, to know that something that you have worked for so long over the years, it's no longer there. And this is foundation, guys. Alright, so normally, reason being, I'm not gonna mix them while it's on my face. I was only mix two and not this one, because I don't know how the next one would work on my skin. I haven't tried it, but I want to mix three. As I said, I'm going through changes. As you can see, this bottle is full same way. I don't use it because I think it doesn't match my skin tone. I look for a powder that exactly match my skin tone, so maybe that's why most of when I put on powder, it doesn't look like I do. So I'm just gonna use this and touch some of the most darkest spot on my face, like right here. As I said, around our hairline, the family, we have that thing where, if you notice, one side have it and one side doesn't. One of them is just brighter because I have an injury there. Alright, so when you look at a relationship that you have built over the years, and you realize that it's deteriorating, or you're going through breakup that you didn't prepare for. And as I said, I do not like to use the makeup brush. I do not like to use the makeup brush to pat out my makeup. I will use my beauty blender, or I'll use sponge. And I'm using this little sponge here. And what would happen is that you will find yourself going depression, because you don't know how to handle your breakup. And when you look on your breakup, you should look on some of these things. And I don't have a mirror. I'm using the camera that's in front of me to do the makeup. So whatever you're seeing, maybe I ain't seeing it. So what would happen is that you go through depression because you build your relationship over the years. Like you do everything that is right with the relationship, and you realize it breaking up. But I want you to just take a time, stop crying. This is for the people who are going through it. Stop crying. And if you have gone through it already but still can't get over the fact that you went through that sour breakup, and you can't get over the fact that you went through it and you're now to move on, and because of that you don't trust men anymore, you don't trust female anymore, you don't want to move on, you just lie in this chance where you just enjoy yourself but you don't want to settle again. I want you to look on your other breakup. Look on the goals that the next person is living, if you have contact with them, or if you know, sometimes you break up, you still kind of give an eye on the person who you break up with. because not because you're obsessed or it's a sickness or anything like that, but you just want to see where did you go wrong. I don't know if anybody ever do that. It's kind of psychological to yeah, I do underneath my chin here and so forth, like I touch this part. All right, so I test it. You notice I didn't put a lot, so I see that it doesn't look anyway, so I'm gonna put more because it just for it to go all over my skin, you know, a little. I'm just putting a little bit more because actually I was kind of worried how it would look on my skin, because as I said, that's not my makeup. I use that for customers. So what would happen is that you will look on the couple that you're the person that you're with, and you will realize that that person goals and your goals over the years that you talk about shift. Would it tied in with your goals now? That person, the way how you want your house built, would that person want the same thing? The way how you want to save, would that person want the same thing? Start to look on things that would have complement your lifestyle down the road. Would that person complement you down the road? Take love out of it, because if you're gonna look on love is supposed to happen with everybody in life. So do not look on the fact that you love the person, but look on what a value the person is adding to your life. When you were with the person, how did you and your family, because family, blood is blood, you know, no matter how you look at it. Did it drive a wedge between you and your family? Like, you have some couples, not because the person, he or she, was bad for the family or wasn't a good person, but all of a sudden your nice family don't like the person, and you find out you build a rift right there between you and your family. There's a little riff right there. I think I have a glass in this. Yeah, mirror in this, right? Yeah, I love how the powder looks. All right, if you notice, I put a lot around here. I intend to grow some nice fine hair around here, so I have to keep on waxing it. It doesn't look it to you guys, but yes, some nice little baby hair always lie around here. I guess my mom would say it shows that you're a strong woman. Right, so I put a lot around here, and guess what, it makes my lip pops. Like my top lip, I have big bottom lips, but it make my top lip pops out. My lips show my culture. My bottom lip show that I'm a maroon mixed girl, and my top lip shows that I have Indian in me. That's how I look at it, right? Because my top lip doesn't match my bottom lip. Oh gosh. Hi Rosie, thank you so much for coming. Rosie, how are you? Thank you for that like, and it's the first like too. I appreciate it. Okay, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Really do appreciate it. Hi Bojan from Rosie. Guys, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay guys, so as I said to you, I was stepping out of the box. I use only one foundation on my face, so now I'm gonna use the trouble on my, no, it was two. Okay, so I'm gonna use the trouble now because I have not used this before, but this one is a little bit wetter, so I'm not gonna use that one. I'm gonna use this. It's like a pressed powder, so I'm gonna use this, and I'm just gonna use it in this area right here, because who knows that right here, no matter what, it's a little bit darker, and I just want it to match back my shoulder. Why am I using the same sponge? Let me change it. That's me when I'm rushing. I do not watch what I'm using. I just use one to giving me a result, but you know, that's bad habit for me. So I'm just putting a little around here. So when you're going through breakup, right, when you're going through a breakup, you watch what value was the person adding to your life. Do not think about love. As I said, love is a mutual understanding. Love is just mutual. You love everybody in the world. Yeah. So do not think about what you're going through with the breakup, but what the breakup has been doing to you. What kind of positivity has entered your life because it's there. That kind of thing. Don't just stress on the breakup and what you lost, but what you will gain. That kind of those changes. For the job, I'm not a doctor, we call it now. I'm not a relationship doctor, but to my understanding, thank you. To my understanding, thank you, Rosie. Thank you so much. To my understanding of relationship come in all different sizes, form and shape. And I've seen some couples that separated and look awesome separated. They have this great relationship. Maybe you would be better as friends because you think that because you love each other you were supposed to be together, and because you create this beautiful child you're supposed to be together. It doesn't must be that way. Sometimes separating would be the most best thing you and a person could ever have, right? So guys, as I was talking before, that I want my top lip to just look full, like I've done something to it. So what I did, I put more makeup over my top lip, but yet still let it blend in. So I'm gonna do that again because you can see the makeup there. So I'm gonna make it not show because I want my top lip to look more popping than. I just want to look. It's already big, so I don't know why I want it to look bigger. Oh gosh. But as I said, I'm stepping out of the box a little this morning. Every time I do this on here, I'm gonna try to step out of the box to see if I can, start to do some more brighter makeup with myself. Thank you, Rosie. So guys, as I was saying to you, that you do not dwell on the fact that, so this does not match my color, but I'm gonna use it on my eye. This is for a completely brown person, so I'm going to use it over my eye because I want to use this. I want to use some of this color that I have here on my eye. All right, so, and not that subtle color that I always use. So I'm just gonna put some here. So as I said, with the relationship, I just want to end off on that note. When you're going through breakup and that changes with the breakup, how do you manage it? Basically, when I know some people do their eyes first, but I have my finishing powder left and so forth, so I'll just use that to tidy up around the area. It's kind of difficult for me to do the makeup without a mirror, so I have to be using this. All right, so guys, basically what I'm trying to say, when you're going through a breakup, make sure that at the end of the day you analyze what benefit it does for your life. Like, yeah, because going through a breakup sometimes can be good for you. You're there fighting to build. I don't think a relationship you should work hard to build it. All right, so reason why I'm bringing this down in my icon here, look in this icon. You notice my icon, I just have this sink and it's a little bit darker, so I'm just doing this because of that. I'm going to try to put to make it stand out a little. And because all of my makeup are of mutual colors, like, so and then I'm gonna use this now to kind of spread it out. So that way when I'm putting on I can. Oh, sorry, you're not seeing what I'm doing, but basically I'm just spreading this out. And guess what? When it comes to putting on lash and camera, and I know I'm not the only person who does makeup to themselves can't do that, because I've watched some makeup artists, they'll put on the powder and when you're done you just look, you see them have on this eyelash because they can't do it while they're in front of the mirror. And that's me. I cannot put on put the lash over my eyes while I'm in the mirror. It's like it just feel funny, so I just can't do it. So I'll do it after. So I carry it a little bit down my eyes here, and then this will kind of help my nose to like pops up a little, right? So just going out a little bit outside the box. It's not a tutorial, guys. I'm just playing with my face while talking to you, but I guess I like to explain what I'm doing from day one. Okay. So I like to use this small brush, even though I use this one up here, but not this one, this one up here. I use this one up here. I think I'm just not gonna mess up that brush and just use this one. And I also use this to cut creases too. See, I normally use that one, but I have this, which is same thing. I use it too. If I don't do this, like wash the brush and put it back in the pack, who is like that? It's not new, guys. It look like it's new, but I don't know. I wash it and put them back, clean it and put it back in the plastic, because if I don't do that, I end up lost it. So that's why it's hard to come out, because I've used it already and push it back in there. Right, so when you talk about your breakup, make sure that you are looking what value it doing to your life, and you realize that you were living your life for that person. You were living your life. I use this to do angles, and so I don't know if I'm gonna do any of that, but I just take it out just in case. But I'm gonna use this to, as I said, this clothes that I'm have on is dull, so I'm just not gonna. If you notice, all my colors, I think I get this palette from a student, I'm not sure, so I'm just gonna, and this is green. I always wear green, but I'm gonna go ahead and use it anyway. Right, so when you're going through breakup, you have to make sure that you're going through it and you weren't living your life for that person. So now that you are living your life for that person, should say. So when you're going through it now, in your own head, you're saying that you have lost something, but remember, you are living your life to complement that person. Now you can live your life for you, and if you understand, so everything you do it because of us. So you now have the breakup and you're saying to yourself, why do I put myself through this? I give so much. Nobody's supposed to be able to give so much out of themselves that they feel empty when they stop giving. Whether you're in a relationship, whether you are doing charity, you should not feel that burden of giving. I should have come up with a different topic. I'm going to talk about that, because there are certain things that bother me when it comes to people giving. Yeah, they give and then feel burdensome after. How can you give and feel burdensome because you give? So because you're in the relationship, you feel burdensome that you give too much in that relationship. You shouldn't give and feel burdensome, and that's why you break up in the first place. Because if you're wondering why things is not going right, because you don't give freely. You weren't in the relationship doing things freely. You were doing it because of the person, and you need to do it because you want to do it. That way, whatever you already do, you don't lose anything. I wonder if you understand. So you're supposed to able to give, and when you leave the relationship, whatever happened during that relationship, it didn't take away from your worth, it didn't take away from your sense of belong, it just didn't take away from that. Yeah. And then I'm going to look for and I'm going to use the gold. And okay, so I if I really want to step out of the box, I think I would have to buy makeup. Yeah, honestly, I think, because all of my colors, and I have hooded eyes, so I so guys, I hope you're seeing what I'm doing. So what would happen is that you feel like, oh my god, I don't know about anybody, when you're rubbing the brush around your eyes here, so it feels so funny. That's why I don't do it to myself. It feel like I'm rubbing all of my eyes. Maybe something is wrong with my eyes, I don't know, but it hurts no hell. Yeah. So guys, what I'm trying to say is that when you're giving in your relationship, give because you want to do it, not because of the relationship, because you want the relationship to work. And that's why you will feel stifled in your relationship, and when changes come like a breakup, you can't handle it, right? When you're in a relationship, it should not. You have some people that would say, I think, as I said, I want to do a relationship topic, an intimate relationship topic, because relationships are classified in different ways. So you have people, when they're going through stuff, like they blame it on the relationship, whatever they're going through, and I think that's ridiculous. Now I'm going to go in with this white color here, this one, just to step out, just to complement the top, the concealer that I use. To just highlight it. And I'm just doing this for the live stream, because honestly I would not wear this, so I would make it match back my skin. Yeah. So now that corner that we were looking on there, you wondering what am I doing with it, I'm going to go for some silver and put in that corner. And I mix these two silver together. One is a little bit darker, one is brighter, because it's not night, it's day. That's why I mix them, so it doesn't look so. And then I just slightly draw the brush over this, so everything just blend in. Alright, so now I really don't like so I'm gonna use this one here now, and this is, if I was going to put on lashes, I would have let it stay and just use the pencil and fix it. But alright, so I have two whites right here, I don't know if you can see them. So because I bring down the eyeshadow down on my here, and I don't normally do that, and I'm not putting on any lash, I'm gonna just use this dark one here, and then just use it to clean up that ear right there, so it doesn't show. So I'm just using this to clean it up and also cover my wart. And I know my colors them don't. I think I normally see people do makeup on YouTube, and trust me, I think Alright, so this is very, very dark. I could not use this. It does not match my skin. But I normally like to put it at my nose here. My nose ridge right here and my eye corner. What it does, it and then I carry it up. I hope you're seeing me, guys. I carry it up like that. So I carry it up like this. So well, only if you realize that this is more coming out now, right? So that's why I do it. So I do this. Guys, I soon finish talk to you about what I'm saying, just showing you a little thing that I do that I haven't seen anybody doing this. So I bring it up. So what would happen, you see I'm getting a little pint right here. Yeah, and that's why I do it, right? So I don't make it touch up here. I just work with the corner. I already come back and draw it right here at the side right here, just to cover my water underneath my, what you call, my eye bag right here, so for it not to show. Some people do it before. I normally do it before, but because I'm going out of the box, I didn't know how this would blend in with the powder that I'm using, because this powder I've never, well, I don't think I've ever used it on my face. So as I show you my own, and I'm showing you something that I use with people, our students. So I am so yeah, so I'm gonna clean that out now. So I'm gonna use this brush, yeah, and fix it to help me, because this brush now having it's smaller, and it can help me just clean up the area. And then it's smaller, and I just want that line that I draw to stay right here, but at the same time don't show but blend out, right? Because I'm trying to make here, this little part here, stand out, right? So that's why I'm doing that. And then I'm cleaning up this area right here to not let it show, right? If you notice, it cleans up now. And then this right here needs a little more right here. So okay, so in this mirror it's showing me that it's okay, but when I look in there it's not showing me that it's okay. So that's why I'm using this to complement it. So you notice now my nose looks a little bit bigger, and then we have to fix right here, this part here. See? But then I don't want it to just look big. I want it to look big but straight. not my entire nose, you know, just right here. Okay, so then you can see why this finished, not true, because I live on it. So I use it, and then I normally use my finger, but I'm using the brush today. I use it and draw, and it's the same brush I use to put on my eyeshadow. So it's kind of long and pointed a little, but not so and it matched my nose size, like that's why I use it instead of my finger. I'm trying to cut out of the habit of using just my finger and my face. It covers exactly where I want it to cover. Right, so now my nose is standing out, and of course after I work so hard on this, I'm gonna draw this right here, right, for it to just right. And then I'm gonna use this powder here, because I don't want it to show, and then do this. And then I like to do that because then, you know, I really don't like when my eye look like it draw out with a pencil at these two edges of my eyebrow right here. So I do this now. Oops. Don't worry, it's gonna come off. Right. And then now and that's how I get my nose like looking so nice. People always say you don't seem to have on makeup, but it seems like you do a lot on your work on your nose, but it's not showing. And that's how I do my nose to make it not show like that. Okay, so I have a broad face. Yeah, I do not like to cut. I do not like to do cheekbones or my cheekbones. I do not like to wear blush on my cheekbones. I hate it. Right? I just hate it. It's just not me. I have a friend who does makeup and she did it on me, and she said that because of my face shape, she herself doesn't like it, and she's a professional. So I learn a lot from her. Alright? But I still look good with it. It depends on how I comb my hair. Right? So I'm gonna do it. If it's not here, I'm not gonna get up though. Okay, so I don't have it. So I don't have it. So we're gonna leave it out this morning. And next morning, we will do that one. Yeah. So every morning I do a little and a little and a little and a little. Right. So now I'm gonna work on my lip area. You hear I said what I do? I'm trying to make it look extra big this morning. So I'm gonna use this again after I put the powder. I'm gonna use this one again. This is a dark one that does not match my skin, but because I'm a black woman, I'm expected to look dark, extra dark in certain areas, right? So I use a darker shade. I'm making my lip pop. I'm just putting it over my top lip because only the top lip I'm looking on. Just making the top lip look a little bigger. It's already big, and you know, some girls, it depends on the hairstyle, we just want it to be very big. Like when I draw up, do like this, my mouth to just so I'm only gonna work with the top lip with it. And yes, if you notice, I go in here, right, because I'm going to put something there, because you have to have something to complement the nose, right, because you look like everything stopped here. So I'm definitely going to use a little bit lighter shade than this to put here, and then I'm just going to touch that same lighter shade just right at my nose ridge there to kind of just get everything just shoot up like that. My demonstration is just something else. Right, so as I was saying that I did say I'm not going to put any in the bottom lip though. And then I'm going to go in with my, why did I put up that powder? Yeah, and then, oh, see here. And I'm going to go in with this shade, which it's completely not my skin. I think I'd used this already on my face. So if you look on these little, see, this is the one that I use on myself. They are completely two different colors. So this one match me. Look at this one, it does not match me. But because I've put the darker concealer around my lip right here, it would make sense to use this so it can come back to this. But then it won't show that I have a build up here, but there's a build up there just because I want my top lip to look bigger. And I'm sure you're seeing that my top lip is bigger now, right? So this is why I'm going to use this, so it can complement it. Right, so as I was saying about relationship, it's best to, when you're in your relationship, whatever you do, complement your relationship. You're doing it because you want to do it, and not because, yeah, not because you're doing it because you want the relationship to work and you're doing it for the relationship, but because you want to do it, you're happy doing it, you're both enjoying it. Because if you should have a breakup, you're gonna say, I give my all. You should not give your all to nothing but yourself, guys. Yeah, I give so much. You have this is why I tell people that not all love song I listen to, not all gospel I listen to, not all reggae I listen to, because these words in there, I think these persons are suffering from something why they use this word, or maybe because they know that people normally use these words, so that's why they use it. Like, I'm gonna die without you, you're my life. I don't like when people speak to me like that. I love you world without end. There is no way you should empty yourself to that level to any such person in life, not even your kids. You're supposed to give that completely to yourself, because if you're not able to do that for yourself, how can you do it with somebody? So you must realize that you're not really in your right. I don't know, you get too caught up. I don't want to give anybody anything that they don't have, but I'm just saying, just look into it. How can some people say, oh, it's just a matter of words? It's not words. I don't know if you remember this crime that was going on, that went on, where the man leave from overseas, come here and kill his wife and end up escape. Like, he put up on Facebook that couple days before, it was like maybe a warning, but nobody see it, where he was saying that she did say she's gonna stay with him until death do us part, nothing can part them. So he said, okay, you did promise me death do us part, so why you leave me now? Why you giving me bun? Let me kill you. That kind of thing. So at the end of the day, guys, you have to be careful what you're saying too. You have to be careful what you're promising a relationship, right? So you can see this mark around I'm gonna try to take it away now because I do not want it to show, right? So I'm just gonna use this small brush to take it away. As I said, I'm making my lip big, like really big, and I don't want the mark to show anymore. Now, if I was wearing a bright lipstick, I would just carry the lipstick all the way over here. But what people don't understand, that people know that your lipstick is passing your ridge line, right? Your lip line right there. So I basically don't recommend it unless you're doing a show and you're on stage where people not up in your face, then you can do it and then it don't show. So as I said, if you notice, my top lip is getting bigger, and I'm just using this now to make back that concealer that I use that didn't match my skin, to match back with my skin. I'm just using this to cover it up now, and see, it's covering up, and my top lip look bigger than my lower lip. So when I put on my lip liner, or because I haven't used the lip liner yet, so that will take away this little mark that you're seeing right here, right? And changes, people don't accept changes, and because sometimes people will see you do something, and because everybody not doing it, you ain't doing it right. And you only do it right when they see other persons who are famous, or persons who do it on a show or something, then they say, oh, she do it okay. So people do not accept changes, really. People don't, if they don't see something popular, oh, it's not good, and it's not good, it's not right. So I was planning not to get up, but I have to, because I need my sharpener, so I have to. That's me. That was planning not to get up, but I end up get up. Right? So I'm just gonna use this one to do it. Let me see if I can use this now. So now when I draw this around here, it won't look like my lip is not this big, right? Because I'm gonna draw it a little bit above, yeah, and work it right where this line is. So that way, if I go up close to somebody, they won't see that I make my top lip bigger. They will just think it's bigger, right? More than you just using the eye pencil, put it over it, and that's it. It's going to look like something is off if a person who does makeup or a person who comes up close to you, right? So this is what I'm doing it. And this is why I weren't putting up any makeup videos, because I didn't understand how to do it without. So I'm also taking away, because I'm saying that I am not going to be able. And now you notice everything that I do to my top lip, I wasn't doing it to my bottom lip, because I'm not working on my bottom lip. Is a top lip I want to pop. But now that I'm using pencil, I'm going to go. You see, I keep everything in the plastic same way. That's just me. I just think that it was there to protect it, so I protect it with the plastic. But eventually it have to go anyway, but I keep them as long as ever. So I'm going back again and work with the bottom lip now, because I'm just uniforming up things to make it look like it was like that. And remember, when I use this on my nose bridge right here, so I'm gonna take a lighter shade, which I was planning not to leave back in this palette, which is a little bit lighter than this, which is this one, sorry, which is this color right here, right? So I'm just gonna put a little here so it complement my nose now and stand out. So working all the way down, and it fits right in here, right? And then gonna take up little, and I'm gonna put it on my nose bridge right here. See, even though it's a different shade, but it's a little bit lighter, so what it does, all right, then this powder that I'm using to clean up every little thing, this one, I'll just put it over it just to brush it off, because here I have a sink, so if I brush over that, it's not really taking it away, but it's not, right? So this is what happened. So let me look in this mirror how it's looking now. Wow, it's going. Just don't worry about this, it's gonna go. So now, you know, your girl just with the lipstick thing, and now I'm gonna put in the lipstick, because you know it's the big lip. I wish the lighting was perfect, guys, so you could just see my face. Why am I putting on the lipstick like that? That's what you're saying, though. Remember, we want the top lip to pop. And I'm not in this messing up thing. Look at my lips. Tell me the truth. Ooh. And my bottom lip is cracking up. You see that? But I have allergy from other mornings, so I think that's why. Woohoo! Some lashes would look good. Don't makeup make you feel happy as a female? Don't it? So now I'm going to go. We women, look how many things I do to my face just now. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in with this. If you're not on my IG, it's THEA _R _P, and the THEA spelled THEA. THEA, not THEA. THEA. THEA _R _P, and that's my IG. I'm gonna take a picture and put it there so you can see up close, just in case you're not seeing here. I'm not sure if you're not seeing here, but this is how it looks now. See? And my top lip looks really bigger. Yeah, and I have this little sexy exotic kind of look kind of thing. So we are missing the lash now, right? So guys, I'm talking about changes. I need to change. I need to start when I this is one of the reasons why I haven't been putting up makeup videos, because when I finish, you wanted to put on the lash and I can't. So I've been watching some makeup artists where they're very popular, but they don't show on cam how they put on the lash. So that's kind of good. So if I do it, I guess I won't look so bad, because you people, if somebody ain't doing the same thing, ain't good, not true. So mega just take a little bit out of that as a little positivity to motivate me to put up some makeup videos and to step out of the box each morning, because I am really stepping out now. I know I always wear my red lipstick and everything, but I ain't using the powder that I normally use. So I did change a little, and I make my top lip bigger. And yeah, my normally up here I always make it a little bit neutral to make it look like as if I don't have on any, but I do, so it's still showing, right? So if I did have on the lash, would be good. Yeah, if I have half done makeup, because this makeup is not even nowhere finished, because I haven't done anything to my waterline here. I haven't put on any eyeliner. I don't do any of those things, but as I said, every morning or every time I do a makeup, I will do a little bit because it's not a makeup show, right? But I'm just doing things to entertain you, as I said, right? And as I said, we are going to be able to do makeup videos, fashion segment, different session, and every morning and deeper than beauty. So I'm just starting with myself, right? So why am I messing up everything now with this powder? I am not. You see, I want my lip to just start to pop, and because everything just look, so I'm just using this light a little powder right here, just around here. I'm gonna use my brush and just, don't tell me this brush is, see this I haven't used this brush a lot, and you hear shaking. Right, and I'm finished for the morning. I'm finished. So let's see if YouTube will like me and give me a screenshot where I can go back and change my thumbnail, or I have to take a picture, because after the video's finished process, YouTube will also give you a screenshot. This hair though, oh my god, don't I just love red? So the red girl, I could go. That's a good one, right? I'm just doing some posts for you guys. Am I posing good? Mad me. All right, so so as I was saying, yeah, changes when it comes to relationship, that's a whole topic, right? That's a whole topic right there. Changes in a relationship. Why does it affect you so much? Because you we're in the relationship for the wrong reason. Now, I'm not saying that my heart is just so tough. Look at this. I just use this brush about 5 times. So you realize these people don't sell good things these days. So I'm just gonna tip some glue in it, and it's good again. I buy that brush set off Amazon. I hardly use it. I did buy it for my student was to use it or use it on customer, but I end up don't use it, and I really don't like to play in the makeup that I use on customers. I just don't, you know. I separate my stuff. Not saying that when I run out and it look too dread, I'm not gonna act like this saint here. I don't run and go in there and take up some things, or if I'm at work and I run out and I have to go somewhere, I don't go in there and use it, but I just try to separate my stuff. As it's a phobia to pack up the makeup. Alright, so guys, as I was saying, let's talk about the changes. So I kind of look who you know, there are certain clothes that I noticed first time when we wear and brass strap show. It never used to be this it used to be this thing. Now it's not a thing, but I don't like it. So guys, I have a cut right here. As I always tell people, I have 2 little cut right here, like they're sinking. I really don't like to cover them up, but it's there. And I have one right somewhere here. It doesn't really show, like a little cut right here. By the way, right there, I'm just realizing that it's not showing anymore. Like I can't believe I'm just realizing that I'm not seeing it. Oh, it's right here. Some mark right here. It's not really showing. So I think I'm gonna use that foundation a little bit more, because look at my lips. I look like I don't want to say the word. Alright, so let's talk about this changes business, right? So we don't talk about the relationship, and I'm gonna cover it a little bit more on the relationship part on the next in our next video, right? In our next video, because it's a big topic, right? It's a big topic, because as I said before, whatever you put in our relationship, that's what you're gonna get out. Now I know, guys, that my audience in the morning is not 100 big, but as I said, over time I will grow. I want to appreciate the subscribers who watch and the new subscribers that I've been getting. Again, I want to just thank you guys. So the relationship aspect of it, there's just a couple things I'm just gonna say when it comes to changes. First, look what you were doing in the relationship, because some of us are going through depression in relationships. Some of us, the relationship is straining, but because we love the person, we want to make it work. But you should be in a relationship because you want to be in there, it fulfill you, not because it looks good. You have worked for it over the years, and you want to just keep on working on it. Whatever you're doing in a relationship, if you want to know if you're just dating, because for who married already, there is no turning back for you. You just need to start to do things that pleases you and let the other persons compliment you, but at the same time use sensitivity and use discretion towards the person feeling. Don't just get up and just give them this big change because it's something you want to do overnight. So I'm not saying that, but let the person know how you feel. Talk to them, because there are relationship problem, and the other couple will say, I don't see any problem, but there are problem. The person is doing things because the person wants to please you and please the relationship and please everything that surround the relationship, but not fulfilling that person himself. And so because of that, you will see your wife saying, oh, I want a divorce, or your husband saying, I want a divorce, and you're shocked, and these changes just come on you and you're wondering why. So do not be settled in your relationship with the world, knowing that the spouse is not doing the things for the relationship to work, but doing it so it fulfill the person. That way the relationship will work. I wonder if you understand what I'm saying, because most of us get up and in our relationship, because the relationship look good, you love the person, but you keep on doing, so you're saying to yourself, you're giving your all, you're putting your all in the relationship, your all should be on you, and then the relationship will complement that all, and then you will be happy in your relationship. So this is why when changes happen, you get in this depressed moment, and you're saying that you not trust no man again, you not trust no woman again. You really should live for you, and then who of you or with you will like the new you. And this is why persons think that their second relationship works better and it's better for them. Not necessarily. It's because you come out of that relationship living for you, and then that person come and see the real you, because you were in that relationship, you're so head over heel, firstly in love and everything, and you're doing everything because, oh, I'm doing it to make my relationship work. Do it for you. And that's why people think that the next relationship work better. And then you realize, so you leave a good person, and then later on you realize that that person didn't know that you. It's like, you ever watch a movie and some people break up and they say, oh, I didn't know you like red flowers. Oh yes honey, I like it, but you always bring white, so I tell you thanks are white, kind of thing. So you have to be careful how you are appreciating yourself and how you are depreciating yourself at the same time. So you want to make sure that whatever you're doing, whatever you're focused on, you are basically doing it because you love yourself and you want the person to love you for you. And that's how you will acknowledge changes in a relationship. When the change happen, look what new you can add to your life that you always want to add. Real love will come, because as I said, that's love is was just love. It wasn't that intimate love within a relationship, because you weren't being yourself, you were being what you want to be to make something work. And sometimes some people would say, why pretend for so many years? It's not really pretend. You care about the person, you want good, and you want good for yourself, so you believe that you should put away your needs to fulfill the person. Sometimes people don't even realize their needs until a change happen. And when I mean by that, it was, I soon tell you the name of the Jeremy. I know the guy named Jeremy, and I think the next girl. There's two interracial couple on YouTube. Yeah, because I've seen them starting to do different things, and that's an example. I don't remember the person name, but if I do, I'll link their channel link below. If I will link anybody interested in those couple. I will link their comment, and I will give you their link to their channel, their channel that they had and the channel that they now have separately. I'll link it below. I don't think that's a bad thing to promote somebody else's channel on YouTube like that, because you want a friend to go and check them out, right? So it's not bad. So I will link it below if anybody's interested to follow up on their story. And she motivates me in the sense that, I'm a girl who like to attract myself to positive world. And when I mean positive world, positive things that happen in the world, and changes, and how people deal with changes, because there are a lot of famous YouTubers are in relationship and they're going through marital stress and problem, and what happened is that they're afraid of the changes, so they stick to it. Sometimes changes is good. It doesn't matter the luxurious life that you're now living, changes is good for you sometimes. When you look at the fact that you build this thing over years, you're saying that you were doing what you love, but maybe you weren't doing things that you love. Maybe you were just doing it because it feels good and it feels right, and you realize that you leave that breakup, and you realize that you start doing new things, and these new things just complement you. That new things was always there, but you weren't living to your best limit. You were living to the limit of the relationship. So this is why I always said there is always room for growth and improvement, right? You have the thoughts in your head, but you say, oh, this is not me. I have to take care of my marriage. There are a lot of persons that get up and want to do something and saying, oh, this is not me. But as soon as that breakup happened, the what do I call it now, the heartbreak push you to do whatever you want to do. There are people that it pushed to go in depression because you were always in depression before the relationship, and that's why it make you so depressed when you left, because it materialized. The energy is pushing you to do that. If you don't get counseling, you won't come out of it, right? And there are person who want to do stuff, and when they break up, you just realize they say, oh, they cry it off, and they just start doing stuff that were in their head, those thoughts that just these thoughts that they will discuss with their girlfriend but never materialize on it. They just get up and start to do it. You just give them a push to do it. So changes can be good, guys. Changes can be good. However, I'm not saying that you should jump up and say, oh, hallelujah, my 8 years, my 20 years of marriage, my husband just pick up and leave and don't feel any way, and you should just brush that off. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that sometimes changes is good for your BP. It's good for your health. It makes you look more beautiful. There are persons that when they go through breakup and they're going through changes in their relationship, they start look more beautiful. And changes don't have to be breakup, but as I said, I touched that sensitive part because I know it's the number one thing that people are going through right now. And not only that, again, changes with your relationship can happen, that things are happening in the relationship for better, not for worse. Yeah, changes can be happening in the relationship for better, not for worse. And when it's happening for better, it's that you should embrace and look at what value to add into your life, not this new thing that come on you and just get burned to your life. Yeah. Secondly, changes with your lifestyle. If you realize that you are just a conservative person, it's okay to step out of the box. Like me, I am such a conservative person, yeah, but I'm also romantic, so it will easily drive me to step out of the box. Like, I will get up and I'll have 3 pieces of clothes that I'll just wear, those type of clothes, like cheap. When I mean 3 pieces, I don't mean 3 set piece, meaning 3 types. Like, I will have like many dresses like this. You just put them on because they're subtle, they're not easy, you don't have to press them, yeah. And I will find myself go shopping again and buy a black one or a white one, or some those baggy leggings that just wear with a t-shirt and I'm cool. And there comes a time when I'll just buy pure pants because I like tight jeans pants. I like short mini dress, and I realize that I find myself just buying pure short mini dress. But maybe if you try some tall dress, you would look lovely. Like some dress to your ankles, you would look lovely. I must take that advice for myself. Yeah. Me, I don't wear shorts, period. I do not wear shorts. I do not have one shorts. With this black woman with this nice curve, girls, I do not have one shorts. Not one. Yeah, no shorts. First time I used to not have any skirt, and I think I can count how much skirt I have. I think I have about half dozen skirt, if much. Yeah. And guess what? They're all black. I think it's just one blue one in there. Yeah, they're all black. And I just wear them like if I'm going meetings or if I'm teaching the students, I'll just draw on the skirt. And I find myself just buy pure black pants. So it look like it's only one black pants I have, because black go with anything. And I hate wash white. But maybe I need to step out of the box and buy the color clothes, don't you think, guys? And when you go out there, you get compliment, you start to smile more. So changes is good even with your wardrobe. And as I said, I will go out, look for pants to buy, and buy pure black pants. Is that not thinking about what I have at home, and I'm thinking about that it's new, so we are afraid to change. Yeah. I'm thinking about the fact that I get up every day and I put on a t-shirt and a jeans, and thank you for that, like, appreciate it. And I'm just going all the time with the same stuff. It's good to change, and your kids might like it. So if you're saying that you're not doing this change, you're single, your kids might like it, your friends might like it, your associate might like it. And not only that, it's fulfilling to you to know that you put it on and you start getting compliment, because good compliments is always good. It's like a little touch of joy that adds to you, right? Good compliment, not coming from everybody anyway, because some people give you compliment and they don't really mean it's a compliment. So you have to know what is a compliment from a sarcastic compliment, a compliment that looking to pray on you for something, but a genuine compliment. Normally when a stranger give me a compliment, I more appreciate it, or somebody who I know genuinely care about me, I'll genuinely appreciate it more because they don't have to do it. Yeah, more than somebody that are being sarcastic or want something from me, right? But what if you're that person who don't need somebody else's compliment? Like me, I don't need somebody to tell me that I look good, but if you do, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, I'm a woman, I'm still gonna appreciate it, but my self-esteem is so high that I don't get embarrassed easily. No, I don't. I have to feel embarrassed on my own, not because of you why I'm embarrassed. Yeah, I have to not like the situation to get embarrassed. I always find myself, I used to talk to this man, I miss him so much. Oh, yeah. And we normally go for dinner, and we always realize that after the dinner, we have the napkin in our hand holding like this. Oh, Travis. Okay. So I'm gonna put it away. So that's a changes for me. So I always have the napkin when if I'm going to dinner, or if I'm doing my makeup or I'm finished, I always have the napkin. If I leave the bathroom, I leave with a piece of napkin or tissue in my hand, and I realize that I have it playing with it, I just put it away. Okay. All right. So my lips, guys, I'm liking the lips because I make it look clean. Okay, so that's the changes that I'm talking about, guys. You have to know how to accept changes. Let's take this nice sensitive topic right now to the workplace, to your job, these changes that you're going through, this pandemic that is going on. And people will say these vloggers, these movie stars, these people, they're living their best life during COVID-19. THEA is there acting like COVID-19 is not going on. Yes, we do know that it's going on. Yeah, we do know that it's taking life. We do know that it's cutting jobs, it cutting my expense, especially me. I basically have no business because COVID take it. COVID say go rest, girl. Yeah, that lighting though. So COVID take it away, right? And yes, so I do acknowledge that changes. um I was on I was on this video chat with a friend last night from Nick, yeah, and right there and then we are on the phone, and we got cut off because my battery died, and I must go back and tell him I'm proud of him because he said that earthquake just happened, and he was there talking to me on the phone like heck is an earthquake. And I like that, like I like that you don't get scared and bored and go in depression. Like I've seen an earthquake happen here a couple months ago in Jamaica, and I've seen some ladies around me that act so frightened I thought they're gonna get sick. And I have some people just laugh it off. I had laughed it off. I was wondering who's drilling outside or something like that, but the earthquake was really hard. And I've seen persons like my aunt, yeah. I remember when her daughter passed away, I looked at her in the living room and I said to her, Aunt, why are you not crying? He turned to me and said, Niece, it's not that I'm not crying, I am. And I've cried, but I also did ask her, yeah, ask her how she's taking it too. And she was saying to me that there is something that she don't do in life and she have realized not to do it right now that it happened because that daughter, and all her children are dear to her, don't get me wrong, but that daughter, they had a close relationship where even the next daughter, which is my favorite cousin, so we are all loving family, but at the end of the day she was saying that she was saying that, my sister, there's not a day come where she doesn't call her mom. And for her mother to go through that changes and accept it, I really proud of her. So when you see me come here to give you an advice, I'm a person like that. I look and things. Yeah, it's like if I go to school, I don't just dwell on what the person is teaching me. I start to study everything that the person is teaching me and what make up that subject, and not just the syllabus that they're giving to me. What makes up that syllabus? So I look around the syllabus era before it summarized to that summary. It's summarized to that summary to turn to a syllabus to teach me. I wonder if you understand. So even my boss used to say that to me: study for the exam, study the syllabus, don't drift from it. But sometimes I believe that the greatest lesson is before the syllabus. What makes up that syllabus? I hope you understand me. And so I have look and things, not because it's not going, it's not happening in my life, I shouldn't be looking out there to see what's going on around me and how people deal with things, right? And I have look at my aunt and admire her over the years. And I'm not just saying that on social media, I do tell her. Yeah, I'm not afraid to tell people that I admire them before it's too late. I don't wait until they're dead to tell them that I appreciate them. I have this man here in Jamaica who I've lived with over my years, and I text him, I tell him I admire him. He's one person I see go through changes like it's nothing, like he's drinking a glass of water. Does it affect him inside? I don't know, but and he doesn't show that. And I'm not saying that changes don't affect all of us in some negative way. It does, but it's how we mature from it as a person. And as I was saying to my aunt said, don't question. I don't question death, and I don't look at it and say don't question death. I don't question anything that is happening around me, that is happened by natural disaster, natural atmosphere, things that I can't control. So I'll see scientists, I'll see even students in high school and so forth, they study these things when something happened, anything that happened. So I study things too, but anything that happened because of the natural creator, like for instance death, I have no control over that. No matter how I study it, what caused it happen already, and I can't stop it from happening. So things like that I don't let bother me. COVID-19 is here. I can't take it away. I can't pray to God to make it stop, to make COVID-19 don't happen, because it happened already. Yeah, it happened already. God, please take away COVID-19. It happened already. He can't take it away because it happened already. He maybe can help us to get through it. He can take it away, I should say, but he can't take away what had happened already, because it already happened already. So there are certain things that I do not put myself into. I cannot manage COVID-19. It's too much for my brain. So I do not put it there to let it get me down. I do not dwell on it. I accept the changes of COVID-19. Yes, I do. I accept it to move on and to live above it and to rise myself above it. And if once I'm going to make it be the cornerstone of my life, then I know I'm already doomed with COVID-19. So if I catch it, I'll smile. Yes, I'll cry and laugh at the same time. And if I don't catch it, I will just give God thanks and keep on praying for other people, because I have life and I have strength to do that. But I do not let negative things get the best of me. Yeah. And this is what I'm saying with you when it comes to your job that you lost during this pandemic, your relationship that is falling apart because of this pandemic. There are certain things you're identifying within your relationship and your kids and so forth because of this pandemic, because you were so busy working, you're so busy partying, you're so busy just living out there in the world that you're not living within your own life. There's certain aspect of your savings and stuff that you never do, and all of these changes coming down on you. Embrace it with positive look. Don't embrace it with a selfish look and start to think about yourself, because if you're looking at some things that you never noticed before, whether it's your wife or your relationship over years, maybe you have caused that too. So maybe you need to ask yourself, why all these things, why I didn't see these things, why because of COVID-19 this is happening. Maybe it was always there but you're blindsided to see it. So don't just look at the negative or the well, I love to come up with some words by myself. Don't look at the negativity around it. Just look at it and say to yourself that, okay, I'm going to make these changes. I'm going to to accept the changes, whether you're going to accept the changes that you're going to complement new things in your life, or whether you're going to. And this is the next thing, because I will come up with a topic, because I don't want somebody to come back and say, go back and listen that live stream that you did where you said fixing. So let me before I just tell you about the fixing part. I hate people who said they're going to fix their relationship. Yes, I hate the word fixing by yourself, like, oh, I'm going to fix my relationship. I'm gonna fix my attitude. Yes, that word fixing. When you say you're going, I like the fact that you're gonna fix the computer. Yeah, but you're gonna fix your relationship. How are you gonna do that? You alone can fix your relationship. Your relationship is not as a bolt that missing, and you're gonna find it and screw it in. When it comes to that, I believe that you're supposed to work on you, and you're supposed to communicate with your partner, and you're supposed to work on things together. You can't fix it. You work for changes. Yeah, you work for things to get better, but you can't fix it. If communication is broken in the relationship, it cannot be fixed. It can work on, and I guess you're saying that then fixing and working on the same thing. No, because when you use the word fix, is because you're going to go there and do things that complement your feelings and your joy and what you want with it. Yeah, it's like a phone. I want my phone to work with a different software, put in the software that I want. So you want your relationship to work, you want your wife to always be at home at 7, so you're gonna fix it because you need her at 7. So all you're gonna do is go home and tell her to quit her job, look at different work that you comes home at 5, and so you can be home for 7. You leave at 5 so you can be home for 7. That's wickedness, because what if she do not want that? You understand me? And because of that, you said you're fixing time. You realize that you are not spending enough time at home. The kids are getting out of hand, but expense and bills need to, and so forth. And you stop your wife from working, or you stop working couple days, and then bills start short and straight out. No, you have to come together. If I should go on, the list would continue go on. So you have to come together and work it out together and work on it. And you can't just fix, because when you fix something, you work on it now and it just done. That's why I said I do not like the word fix when it comes to a relationship. I like the fact that you're working towards progress, yeah, and you're accepting changes while it's happening. Because when you have a relationship and things are going badly, the trust level and everything, you can't just get up and say, honey, I'm gonna stop lying, please forgive me. You're gonna lie again. Can I tell you, you're gonna cheat again, right? You have to deal with the fact what drive you to cheat. Yeah, you can't just get up and say, I will never cheat on you again, and it's that. What caused you to cheat in the first place? That you have to work on, and when you work on it, you will be able to not cheat again. Yeah. So I do not work with the part that we said that we're gonna fix in our relationship when it comes to intimacy. So let me come off the work part of it. So to end off work, yeah, work, when you're working in a company and you realize that you're not getting any promotion, because that's changes you have to adapt to. You're saying that I come here for a managerial position and I'm getting a secretarial position. Accept that change, because you can make your way up, right? And if you realize that there is no growth, nothing is wrong, is changing to look for a position that you needed. And if you go there and they offer you a higher position, nothing is wrong with taking a higher position. Even if you weren't experienced, maybe you will get to learn new things, and new things is always good for the brain. And even if it's something in an area that you don't like, you didn't study for, take it. You never know, while working in it, you might actually accept it. During COVID-19, I had was to close down my business, like really stop taking customers because of the spa work I do is nails, is face to face kind of thing. So I try to lessen customers that I would take during this time, right? and and what would happen is that I realized that I am losing expense. So I need to come up with something that would work for the moment, or maybe it's a business that I will continue to do. So I start to sell food because I'm in the area where I know people will short of food, and I can deliver. I have a car and I can get some bikers to deliver food for me. So I start off with my food business right there and then. And because it was a thing to just complement with the service, I didn't have to break down my salon. It's still there. So when this pandemic is over, I can still receive customers. And I look at it again and I said to myself, that customers who come during after work, when this thing is over, they'll be able to just grab something from me and go into that to stop and at this reasonable price, not a price that it's so dramatic like, a shop, but like a wholesale, which would benefit them more than even the supermarket. And I said to myself, let me do this. But can I tell you, I hate it. Because it's completely out of my stepping stone. So I have this guy who I call him my friend. Yeah. He I would text him daily, right? And I would tell him how things is going on with me and so forth. I don't know, I just share my life with, I just comfortable doing it. So I do it with him, and I was telling him that I don't like it, but can I tell you, over the couple months I've grown to like it, and I've seen where that I could work on it and make it a little better for it to be even a more successful business than what I'm doing. And I'm an account person. I don't know when I'm going to start going back to school, because I love it so much. I think I should go to school, even if I'm not going to be an accountant or accounting firm, because I'm a businesswoman. It will help me with my business, right? So I think I should continue to study on that. But however, I have a different course I'm doing now, so I will have to wait till I finish that. And so let me not drift from the conversation. And so I myself have to accept changes and to know that I need to get this done. So even though you're at home and you finish college and your parents has worked so hard for you to become a doctor or a teacher, you're not getting that position, it's okay. Take a job in the meantime, accept that change, and you will see that you ever realize, I'm just gonna pause, you ever realize that you have some people who are going to school, yeah, and they're studying, but they're doing a course because their mother and father and the family members around them like it, and when they finish they can't get any job. Maybe it's a wake-up call and a hallelujah joy for you, maybe, because then you have excuse to do something else that you like, and because of that you will end up, you will end up find you never even figure out what you like. So because of that you continue do it, because you never know what you would have liked anyway, so you just do it anyway. And because you do it, because you like it, what would happen? Because you like them and you love them, you realize that you still do it, but it's not really what you really would want. Oh, my mom want me to become a doctor. I wanted my son to become a doctor, yes, and I still think that my son can become that doctor, but can I force it on him? No. I believe that he would be a great medical doctor, and this is why I think he would be a good, especially like a physiotherapist. I'm going to tell you the areas that I think that he would become a good doctor. Also lawyer, right? But I pray he don't become a lawyer, because because he's too stern, and it will take him over. I pray he doesn't. I hope he is listening. But the doctor would be more befitting, not for money purposes, but because he doesn't just act. He act on the best interest of people. himself. And when you're a doctor, you can't think about yourself, you have to think about your patient. That's one of the reasons. And because I think he have this gifted judgment of the way how we do things, right? He analyze everything and he doctorize everything. It's like if you give him something to fix. This is why I'm computer techie, and it's a confession that I have to make. I can work on my own stuff, but from I realize my son can work, it's like I shut off that part of my brain. And what is causing me now to kind of stepping out of the box and start to tap into that part of my brain is because he's so busy now. I need to accept the changes that he no longer can babysit me anymore, and I have to get these things done for myself. So that's a changes that I have to deal with too, is to know how to let go of my own child and know that he's a man right now. It's hard. It's a very hard task because he's an only child also. So people don't understand that either. It's very, very hard. Okay, just answering a message just for, you know me already, I already in use anyway. Right. And so we have to accept these changes, and because of that, we will realize that we will have a better life anyway. And we will have a better life if we accept the changes that we need to accept. So guys, that's on the job level of it, right? It's okay, as I said, to accept changes, right? All right. Let's talk about changes with your kids. Like, as I was saying, that it's hard for me to accept changes with my child, to know that he's a man. But what about changes in their, what do you call him, teenage life, puberty, um moving from toddler to, it's the makeup, it's not bugu, guys, it's makeup scratching me, right? What about accepting that changes? And I realize that when I don't use moisturizer, or I don't put on anything to protect my skin before the makeup, it itches me, right? So I might take off this makeup and put on a different set before the day is through. It's really, really itching me. So because it doesn't look good, and this, I'm just gonna use this using my finger, because I don't even think I'm taking out Google out my nose. And oh gosh, so I scratching with that, yes. So up here is itching me, but I can bear it, and I think it's maybe because I have the hair down in my face. As I said, I don't work well with falls hair on my skin, but I love it, so it has to work. Changes again with your lifestyle, the way how we do things, your children going through puberty, your children moving from toddler, hyperactive, and moving to becoming a child from a toddler, and they start to dwell in these games. They want to have friends over. They just want to do new things. They're not your baby anymore. They don't want you to shower them, give them a bath, and that kind of thing. So all these changes will become a thing to you. You have some people just believe that having a lot of kids also make the family happy, because it distract them from their problems. and so they keep on getting pregnant. Couples keep on making babies because it distracts them from the reality that something is not right in the relationship. Yeah, all these changes adds up, guys. All these changes adds up to your lifestyle. Now, today is Friday. Some people do week, they go through depression for the week and they can't wait for Friday to come. It's like all they sit down and do is work, watch the clock, watch the clock. I've seen people in an organization where they're just watching the time to pick up their bag and go, but don't realize that if you stop and relax and enjoy your work for a while, enjoy things for a while, you realize that you will be happier in your own lifestyle. Like, don't do things because it pleases you alone, but it complements your whole lifestyle. Don't use things to distract yourself. So you use the clock to distract you at work. Yeah, you get a next baby because it distracts you from your problem at home. Use things because Do these things because at the end of the day you are happy, you're fulfilled with it, and you are making progress in your life. Changes again by living condition. Like, you used to paying rent, you're comfortable with paying rent, you don't want to go out there and get a mortgage because it's too much work, it's too much stress, and because of that you seem to take the easy way out. Changes again with church, religion. You grow up in a certain religion and you decide to stick with it until you know, because even though you know that that's not what your heart tells you that's right, you do it because the family grow you up that way. But remember, at the day, at the end, they are not going to give account for you. So as I said, accepting changes, going through changes, in changes, just look on what value it's adding to you. Because if you are not happy, if you're not joyful inside, if you are not in a situation where you feel fulfilled, you're not going through depression, you're focused, you're positive, then you are not going to be able to let anybody around you enjoy your company. And if they're even doing, some of them are pretending, and some people will see that something is wrong with you and you don't see it, and they keep on just have you around because they don't want to hurt your feelings. Sometimes you wonder, I'm doing everything right, why does she look so young and I look so old? I have more money, why she look so young and I look so old? You realize that it's all these things that is inside of you, and it doesn't have to be with depression only, it has to do with changes. You can't accept changes, so what it does, it put you in a this hold down situation, stifling you, and all of that react to your body and don't show the real you. It's like, I believe that we as people can live so longer than human are living, away from accidental death. I believe that, because I do massage therapy, and I've seen some 90-year-old and some 80-year-old persons looking really, really young and fit, and their skin looks so good, so tight. And I've seen people who come to me who just reached 60, and their lymphatic tissue is leaving the bone completely. They look so wrinkled, and they're feeling so much pain, and their face looks so grumpy. And when you look on their youthful pictures, you're saying this person changed completely. Because I believe that whatever is inside of you, all of these, it can deteriorate how you look and your physical appearance. Yeah, and you might think that everything is okay with you, but your physical appearance tells you otherwise. Some people who are sick and has to go to the doctor, and doctor can't find any issues, it's sometimes the changes that is happening in your life that is sicking you. It doesn't mean that you have a diagnosis of a medical issue, but more of a, although mental issue is medical, but more of a situation that is around you that is affecting you mentally, making you sick, making you think that you're sick and you're not sick. And that's one of the things that I want to also elaborate on a little. Like, for instance, me, I will feel down and stressed, and I'll feel like, okay, I'm sick. But then I start to look in myself and said, what causing me to feel down? Because I've drink my natural juice, I have eaten all these things, I've taken my vitamins, I've been to the doctor said nothing is wrong with me. But then I realized maybe it's something that's bothering me, causing me to feel this way. So I have to start looking and maybe writing it down too. I always tell you that this is a good way to do things. May start writing all down the things that's bothering me, that I think that I don't like, but I have to deal with it on a day-to-day basis, and really look into it and said, okay, I'm gonna start to get rid of these things out of my life one by one. Just start to get rid of them. Just start to get rid of them one by one out of my life. And when I realize that I can do that, then I realize that I'll be able to I will be able to, make a way for me where I feel like I'm not sick, I am not going through stress, I am not going through I'm not going through depression. I'm not going through a diagnosis where I have some kind of disease that need to treat. But the things that is happening around that I need to change out of my life, I need to flush it out. Yeah, to start to be healthy. Because as I said, somebody can say a word to you, just a simple word to you, and you become unhealthy. It's like a person will say, girl, say you no look good, never no look good, and that can sicken you. Yeah, that can make you sick. I have something that makes me sick, and last night I was saying to myself, I am going to get over this issue, guys. I love myself. Yeah, and it's a confession. Maybe nobody will hear this confession because we're an hour now, almost 2 hours into the live stream. Maybe nobody will listen this long, but it's adding therapy to me. So confession, guys, my feet. I've never shown my feet. I'm foot fetish, and I said I'm gonna do a video on my foot. Yeah, I'm foot fetish, but I do not love I love my foot. I shouldn't say that. I love my foot because I always say I love my foot, but I do not believe that my foot is a good advertising foot. Yes, so I don't hate my food, but I don't think it's a good advertisement food for advertisement, like. And I know that I am not the only person who thinks that, and I'm a shoe fanatic. Yeah, so I will buy shoes that, and without nice shoes, I believe that my foot doesn't appealing, like have that appealing look. So don't get me wrong, I love all parts of my body, but hey, it's okay to admit that you don't like a big tummy. Don't you want to get flatter? It doesn't mean that you don't love yourself or you don't think you look attractive. Your tummy is just getting too big, it's unhealthy. Yeah. Or your beard need to cut, it's just bumping up your face, and it's not because you don't think you're cute. So there are things about us that we don't really like to just put out there in the public like that. It's not that we are not comfortable with it, but you said, one, this is not good for advertising. So I wouldn't advertise polishing on my toe, because I don't think my toe would wear the polish well. Reason being, because my toenails are very small. It can mean that I have corn on my toe, right? It can mean that my toe are too short. Too short, because it's short to match you. So don't get me wrong. But it wouldn't look, it's like modelers. You notice they go for a certain type of body to do modeling, like first time. Now they're changing up things, right? But most 90% of people who model, they go and they go to do these things because they go to do these things because they want to fix certain part of their body and so forth. But and so they will have certain type of people modeling because they wear the clothes better, they would more showcase the clothes better and so forth. So when it comes to my feet, yeah, and this is one changes that I'm not only gonna give you advice on how to change things, how to identify changes in your life, I'm also gonna do it, and I'm going to do it on social media too, to show you that it's okay to act with changes. So I'm gonna give myself a pedicure and show my toe. I don't know when yet, but I'm going to do it, and I will talk about this live stream in it. I hope I remember what I do. I have this little book that because sometimes we make promises and we don't keep it, so I have this little book here that every time I say something that I'm gonna do, I write it down, and it's my go-to-do book. Yeah, so it's my go-to-do book. So I jot down all these information, and see all these information in this book, and it's my go-to-do book, right? So I need to showcase my foot, so I'm just gonna write it down. And a pedicure video. So I'm making my go-to-do book, like, yeah. So when it's time for me now to look back in my go-to-do book, like I promise to do it on a live stream. So I'm gonna make note, why is it important for me to do it? Because sometimes these things slip us. So I promise to do it on a live stream. And because I promised to do it on a live stream, I'm going to do it. It may be not be tomorrow, but I'm going to do it. So I'm going to showcase my feet, because that's the only thing that I would say that I have some insecurities about when it comes to myself, by showing it. Not that I don't love it, because I'm going to give you reasons why. And this is how I know that I really love my foot. Yeah, I write down the things I don't like about my foot, and I write down the things that I love about my foot, and so I know that I love my foot. And I'm foot fetish, but my foot is not a showcase foot. My foot is very soft, that I like, because I just play with my feet for comfort. Also, it keep me flexible, because as you know, I hardly exercise, so it keep me flexible to play with my foot. And then when I realize that it hurts when I have my foot up to my hand too long, I realize that I really need exercise, because I can't get to play with my feet. Like, I sit in the couch and I rub my feet. I'll be lying down and I find some way to position where I have my hand rubbing my feet. Maybe because I don't have anybody to rub it, or maybe because I'm just foot fetish, so I have to rub my feet. So it's very soft. One of the next thing I like about my feet, again, my toe, they're wide. Like, they're not close, like hugging onto each other. They're wide. But they're flexible, so if I buy a shoes that is wide width, it's easily fit, and if I buy one that is close fit, it's easily fit, because by the time the toe to come together, it fit, but at the same time not squeezing me, because my toe are so flexible. So I can wear wide fit shoes, and I can wear close fitted shoes, because my toe just goes together, because as I said, they're wide, but when they go together, it's not a strain or bother for my toe. Next thing, again, because I'm a person who is always busy, and I like to take baths, and without taking baths too, I also like to just hurry up and shower. Yes. And maybe you say, girl, you're not showering good, but it depends on how often you shower for a day. Trust me, nobody wants to know how often I'll do a shower, right? As my son will be there laughing at me, but he will say, mommy, you mean you're not showering? Because, I'll do it often, or how fast I'm going in the morning. Like, if I wake up, I'm late. Like, if I'm late for my live stream, how fast I'll get out of that bathroom. And then there's days when I don't get out of the bathroom fast, and you're wondering what the hell she's in there doing. Yeah. So when I go to work, I can shower. So I will do a couple clients and I go shower because I feel dirty. I will go home and I shower, and I shower before in the morning. So this is why I'm saying that you don't want to know how often I'll shower, because you'll wonder what I'm washing off my skin, right? So I'll just do one massage and go shower after the client leave. client don't know that, but I do, yeah. Because sometimes when I'm like really getting into it, even though I have on my apron, it just feels, I just feel like I sweat too much in the clothes that I have on, plus the apron is over me. So I will go shower, and I always have a lot of clothes at work, so I'll just change, right? And this is why I said that most time when I'm buying stuff, I buy the same things, like same black pants, same black skirt, and then when I change, it doesn't even look like I change, but sometimes I do change, right? Or sometimes I'll even put on back this, but the fact of the matter is that I shower, yeah. And what I like with my toe, if you don't spend time with your toenail, so why I go off on that is just to explain how the toenail, why I love my toe that they're wide. If your toe is not wide, and because I'm gonna tell you that a different reason why I love it too. So because if your toe is not wide, you're closed. So if you don't spend time to dry out the water, like out here, it will sweat and give you bacteria, yeah. So you find you start to have itches in here, some little white stuff start to build up inside here. So because my toe is wide, air pass through, so I do not foot fungus. One of the next thing again, and I realized that when I was going to school, when rainfall, we used to like take off our shoes and play in the water, and they would catch that disease. They call it ringworm. They would catch ringworm in the between their foot, this bacteria ringworm in the foot, and I never used to catch it because you know why? By the time I go off, the germs wash. But my other sisters and brothers who toes nails are close, you know, they don't dry in there properly and they don't spend time to wash it up properly. So what would happen? You have to directly go in to wash it. When the water will be passing through, man, yours just stuck, yeah, and so you'll catch foot fungus. So I don't catch foot fungus, so here, so it's always looking clean and nice. One of the next thing again, I have eczema, right? I have eczema on my foot. Well, it's eczemas are in different stages, yeah. So what will happen with my skin? I call it eczema, but let's say it's not eczema because I'm not sure it's eczema. But the reason why I know that the only thing that helped me when I use my eczema cream on my foot, I realized it don't happen often, yeah. My foot around the side here is easily to get white, yeah. So if my foot wasn't how it is, then if it wasn't closed, then you know that I would have eczema all over my foot, and then I will develop athlete foot. Now I would have to go to a physician, right? So because of that, I like my feet that the skin is so soft, and then it have a lot of wrinkles, like how my hand is wrinkled like that is a genetic thing, it's a family thing, yeah. So when I rub cream and it hold the cream, I'll rub the cream on it and it keep it moist. So there are things that I like about my foot. Now the only thing I do not like about my foot, right, is that it's wrinkled like my hand. That's the only thing, and that's why I would live on doing nails tutorial on my finger, but sometimes my fingers are just wrinkles. You see that? So many skin there. See that? Right. I have a lot of skin like that, yeah. But it's my hand. They're very helpful and I love them. If I should name all the things that I like about my hand, these little wrinkles don't matter. So that's why I can overlook it, because these hands are very talented, you know. So I have to appreciate them. So if you're there wondering, I don't like my nose, I don't like my eyes, ask yourself what your nose is doing to you, you know, what could it benefiting you in your life before you say you don't like it. So thank you, Jesus, for every part of my, I appreciate it. Thank you for giving me it, right? So that's my changes, guys. I go through all this just to tell you the changes that I will be doing by showcasing my foot. I'll do some changes by feeling comfortable to do my makeup and my YouTube channel. As I said, that's out of my comfort zone, so I didn't do it. If it was somebody face I'm doing, I will gladly do it. So I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. So if you skip to this part of the video, I did this and the live stream. So if you want to skip back to look and see what I had done to my face. Now guys, the live stream is 2 hours into the live stream, 2 hours. Okay, So next week, I hope I can give you a little bit more better segment. What is deeper than beauty? This live stream. Why do I put a topic and put deeper than beauty? Let me just tell you again, just in case if you didn't know what part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. Deeper than beauty. What is beauty? Beauty is the whole you. Is everything that surrounds you. Yeah, and everything has to do with your beauty. Because look at my face. I'm sad. Look at these wrinkles, my face making up, all these little things. It's taking away from your personality, taking away from you. So if you are not a person to deal with problem and things easily, this will take away from you as a person. It will take away from your life. So deeper than beauty doesn't have to do with your hair alone. It doesn't have to do with your clothes, your makeup, but everything that happen in your life, your kids, your husband, your children, what you eat, what you drink, everything has to do with your beauty. Yeah. And so because of that, I have this segment, deeper than beauty, because I don't have any show this morning, and I normally would just talk. Normally, what I had planned to do, like when I had the next segment before this one, I call it season 1 because I'm basically changing how I do it from when I used to just put up deeper than beauty show like every week, where I'll just do it live in the morning. And I am happy doing it live in the morning, and then you guys can play back whenever time you have time, and you can watch part and then come back to watch part. I'm going to have like people to wear my clothes and wear even other people clothes if you send them to me. I'll do makeup reviews, I will do product reviews, and I will also do reviews on clothes and people business, anything you want. And if you want to donate, where I can have, because right now the reason why I don't have all of these things set up the way, I'm looking to buy some devices. So if you want to donate even $1 to my live stream, my PayPal is in the description. I'll appreciate it. And if you can't donate, subscribe and share out the videos. That alone is there, and me, and I appreciate you as a person who is watching back. And as I said, listen the video to take something from it, not listen the video to look for liking the person, but listen this live stream to take something positive from it. Whenever you click on a video, look for the positivity and what you will learn from the video, not by just liking the person. Understand? Because I believe that changes happen in our life to better us. Yes, that's why it happened. And no matter how bad it is, changing can add some positive things to your life. And changes is something that it already do. It gone, it done. Changes, it's done. It's happened. You can't go back. So accept it. Put some positive measures into it and deal with it. So I'm gonna review one product this morning that I use on myself, right? And is this Wonder Grow coconut oil. So this Wonder Grow coconut oil, it's for hair and scalp conditioner, as sheen, prevent hair breakage and split ends. But guys, can I tell you, this is so good that I use it on my skin. As I tell you before, when it comes to my foot, is elastic. Let me just take it out. Right. I my feet are so dry. So what I use it to do, sometimes it's dry around the side here because of the eczema, right? I think it's eczema because I don't have athlete foot. I think it's just eczema causing it to dry. Don't itch me or anything, but when I rub the eczema cream on it, say I rub my eczema cream on it for a week, it doesn't happen like for the rest of the month, right? So that's why I think it's eczema. So what I decide to do is use this coconut oil, right? Even though it's hair oil, and I use it to rub on my foot, and I'm telling you, it work wonders. It's not too shine, it smells like coconut, and even though it's hair oil, and it feels so good, it makes my hand feel very, very soft. So it's not just for the hair alone. Yeah, it's really, really good. Doesn't matter if you're Indian, if your hair is processed or it's natural, it's really really good. And as you can see, it don't give a lot of sheen, but at the same time it doing what it's supposed to do, right? It doing what it's supposed to do. So this is one of the reasons why I love it so much, right? So this is a good product if you do braids, if you do natural hair, if the person have itchy scalp all the time. They didn't weaken the coconut in this. Yeah, you have a lot of coconut in it, because sometimes when they make this product and they put the thing that they will know that make it sell, yeah, they put it on it, but it's less of it in it, like the tea tree oil, hair oil. They put less tea tree oil in it. I don't know if it's because they are trying to weaken the smell, because tea tree oil doesn't have this nice pleasant smell. I love smelling, but most people don't. So they maybe that's why they put a little in it. I don't know why. So I will have to add tea tree oil to it to get the full result of what I want. But this coconut oil, it's the bomb. They didn't lessen the coconut oil in this. They really put coconut oil in it. Now this is not an ad for the manufacturers. I'm not talking about the manufacturer. I'm just reviewing this product, guys. So if you have a product, anything that you want me to use and review it for you, I will do that on my morning stream. Anything that you have, you can let me know and we can talk about it. If you want to collab, where we can use Zoom or one of those platforms, and let's come on one of my morning segment, we can set up that also. Or if you're in Jamaica and you're listening and you're willing to let me interview you, or you want to come in for a makeover, everything that I'll be using, it's on me. If it's here, you have to buy the hair. I'll do it for you free, right? And I will give you a makeover on my live stream. If you're feeling somewhat wanting a change and want to step out of the box, I will do it on my morning segment. So guys, this week and next week is keep on in the beta process. I always said that anything that we're doing, and we're talking about changes, and this is one of the reasons why I come up with changes. Now, one of the reasons why I decided to do this early in the morning, like from 7 to 10, and start my normal work activities during 10, a Jamaica me day. May I put it real patois here? A Jamaica me day. What you know about Jamaican people? There's a thing that Jamaican people can't do without. If they ever to not have this, it would be the worst poison. People think that is COVID is the worst poison to Jamaican people right now. No, it's music. If they ever hear that they can't play music, music must ban from Jamaica. I don't think that no leader, I don't think no gun, no bullet can stop these people from rioting when it comes to music. Jamaica would done. So if anybody planning to done Jamaica, try ban music. Jamaican people cannot live without music. Some people said that you can live without internet, but I guess with internet come music, right? But before we have internet, we used to have cassette, and we used to have DVD player and so forth. And music doesn't have to play through internet, right? We have the radio. All we need is current. So if you ever should ban music out of Jamaica, we're gonna have a big issue there. And one of the reasons why I had was to shift it from in the evening and do it in the morning is because that in the evening is pure music. So all of my YouTube followers are not people who are in Jamaica. And most of them, I'm not saying that Jamaican people don't follow me, but when you look at my analytics, the least amount of people who watch my videos are Jamaicans, right? I mostly get more viewers in United States and Canada, yeah. And what would happen, right? I haven't looked on it since month though to see what's going on, my analytics, to see what's going on with where my most viewers is coming from, but I will do it and come back and update it. But the last time I looked, it was US and then Canada, and yeah. So just to let you know that. So as I said, Jamaican people, music, even this morning, if you notice, I was late this morning. I was wondering if I'm gonna ever get to come on to, because there was music. So in the night, and people don't know this about YouTube, you'll get copyright. So if you're Jamaican, you'll get copyright when music play, and if it play loudly. Or if you don't get copyright, they will claim your video. So any money that you're going to make on that live stream or that video, YouTube is going to send the funds to the person who are the production company who's in charge of that company. They're literally going to look for them and send the money, go give them. You can't believe it. So I don't play when it comes to this music thing. I don't play. So what I decide to do, is do it in the morning where it's early. Yeah, nobody don't really come out yet. And when they do come out and ready to start with their boogie yaga, I'll be off the live stream. And if I decide to keep a show, like video it, pre-video it, and premiere it, oh my gosh, I would have to do it early in the morning, which is the same thing as going live streaming. And then I would have to find time again to come and sit, guys. I remember one time I premiered a video and I wasn't there. I couldn't be there because I was busy doing something because of the time that I premiere it. So this is why I do it live. And sometimes when you do things live, what would happen? Like the reel, I think they video live, and same thing with oh my god, I can't believe that I miss her name, right? This popular talk show host, I think she does hers live also. And so I decided that I'm going to do mine live, and then it will work out. But if you have any suggestion for me how I could get it done better, as I said, I'm still in the beta process because I need a whole settings for it, right? But I'm gonna work with what I have. So I am willing to accept changes, guys. I don't think that I want you to criticize me. Yeah. So even though I tell people critics is good, I don't think I want you to criticize me. But if you do, that's okay. I wouldn't want to say critics criticize me so I can learn from it. I'm gonna do it in a positive way. Yeah. I'm asking you for your advice because you want to watch me. Do you have a way? See if I can work with your advice to complement mine, and then I can do better for you, right? But if you're asking me to stop and don't do it until you have everything, no, I won't stop, because this is why I call it beta. I have to start so I can know what to fix in the meantime. And the more you're improving and going, is the more my audience and my subscribers will appreciate it. So as I said, I want to do like makeup tutorial, hair tutorial, facial on the live stream, make some products on the live stream. So at the end of the day, guys, you always have this nice show to watch at the end of the day. Interview people, and we will have these great topics, and I'll come up with different things every morning. There is something new to expect. And here, no, why do it every morning? I want to do it every morning because YouTube is a part of my work and I want to complement it. It's from Monday to Friday. It does not happen on a Saturday, and it does not happen on a Sunday. Just Monday to Friday for now. I'm not saying that down the line maybe I'll go 2 day or 3 day, but right now I want to do it because COVID-19 is going on. There's not much for me to do when it comes to work. If somebody calls for a delivery, I don't have to handle it. It's just time. So I don't know if when COVID-19 up, if I'm gonna lessen the days that I do it. But as I said, I am working for changes, and I hope when the changes come, you two guys will accept the changes and accept what is going on with the changes. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So thank you so much for still being here, and if you're not and you're watching back, I appreciate you watching back this segment. Now if you noticed yesterday in episode 4, it has cut to 1 hour and not 3 hours because I'd started late, and that's it, guys. It's never, to me, nothing is ever too late. If you're going to work and you're late, you're already late. So do not drive too fast and kill off yourself. Just go and make the best out of the day and try to put in more work, because you could reach early and the work that you put in was not enough. So you can go late and put in enough work so your boss or your manager doesn't even recognize that you were late, because they see that you come and you work even harder to make up back for the time. You have to distract them from the negative that is at hand, and the negative is that you reach to work late. Secondly, I want to talk about is how I expect to show my how I plan to show my appreciation, guys, for you watching back my live stream. I'm going to have giveaways for sure. Yeah, as you know, I have a website. I have 4 websites, by the way. If you are in Jamaica, overseas, anywhere you are, and you want to advertise something, and advertise it for free, yeah, advertise it for free for you. So you can send me your ad. You can use my email. Just send a flyer with your advertisement, and I will advertise it on my advertising site. Yeah. Also, I have my beauty school online, where right now I'm having a nail lesson of that. THEA's beauty school dot online. You can go there and take a beauty course, get your certificate, and start your business. And I have alikare.club, where you can go there, get motivational advice, beauty advice, beauty blogging, and product advice, in-depth things that I do not put on YouTube, and lifestyle advice. And also the clothes them that are on there, they're in Jamaican price, so I expect the Jamaican people who want same day delivery to go there and shop there instead of the alikare.com, that they would have to wait a week to get their items. And then the alikare.com, I ship worldwide, so you just go there, and it's just clothes, male and females clothes, this and that. It's just a clothes site. You can go there and shop. So I have 4 websites, guys, and go check it out. So I will be giving away coupon for all of those sites. And the ad zone, even though the ads on it are free, I do charge for paid video ads. So if you want paid video ads, okay, I just remember that I have a YouTube friend that do nice logos and so forth. I'm gonna ask him for one of his flyers so I can post it up there, and I will put which country that he's in. So all who have business who are watching, you can just go to adzonemarket.com and just look on things that are advertising, and then you will be able to, get connected with something that you might want to see or want to know about, whether here in Jamaica or everywhere. So it's very new, like really new, still in beta stage, but I'm working on it to manifest. So I just get, while I was on the live stream, where somebody sent me their ad to post on it. So guys, it's growing over a period of time, right? And same thing for the THEA's beauty school. I will have free course on it at all times, and paid course. Not all the free course will be staying free forever, but will turn to paid course after a while. So guys, take the advantage of that, and go visit the THEA's beauty school online. And it's the first beauty school website in Jamaica. Anybody else come after, I was the first, okay? And I put time and energy in this site, and all the sites I do them myself. And if you want me to do a tutorial on how I do my website, let me know, so you can go over to my other channel and do it, because I wouldn't put a business video on this one, like a tutorial business video. I have a channel, Alikare TV, so I will do it on that channel. So guys, it's 7:17, so I guess I have an hour left into the live stream. But guess what, because I don't have any show for you guys, I don't have anything to show to you, and we will just here be talking about the changes. I'm going to end the live stream now, and I'll see you on Monday. Hopefully on Monday I will have a new segment for you. Also, one of the things that I want to talk to you about, would it be better for me to premiere the live stream ahead of time? And I realize when I'm supposed to premiere a live stream, it's very boring to me. So let me know if you would like premiere live stream than live stream. Yeah. And one of the reasons why I was thinking about premiere live stream is because the premiere live stream is basically, I don't feel like I'm connecting to you when I'm doing the premiere live stream. It's like you're not there and I'm just talking. And the premiere live stream, the only positive part I see about the premiere live stream is if I'm unable to show up one morning. I'm not able to show up one morning. But I guess if I'm not able to show up, the live stream is so long, you maybe have one that you didn't watch and you can continue to watch that one, right? So anyway you take it, just let me know which one you're comfortable with. And the time is 3 hours. Why I make the time 3 hours, guys? Because I want to have different sessions and live stream, and by the time I'm supposed to show you a full hairdo, I do not want to start a hair and finish later on. I want to complete it on the live stream. Yeah, I want to complete a full makeover on the live stream. So I want you to get used to the 3 hours. Yeah, and know that it's 3 hours. I want to be able to do stuff on the live stream, the interview on the live stream. I want to be able to let it manifest for the 3 hours, something that you guys would do see. If you want to sponsor me, you can also email me, and my email, which is in the about section, and you can sponsor me, whether you want to sponsor me something or you want to send me stuff. I do have a US address. You just send the stuff them there and I will get them. Okay, that's my mailing address in the US. If you send stuff there, I will get them. Okay, if you want to send me stuff to review for you. So guys, again, thank you so much. I am going to let you go a little bit early to this morning, and I guess sometimes we can end a little bit early. So even though it's 3 hours, you get used to the 3 hour, but nothing is wrong for me to end it a little bit early, if you know that kind of thing, more than you don't expect it's 3 hours and it's going 3 hours out of context. But you better you expect it's 3 hours, it end a little early, and so you said, okay, let me go back and watch one that I didn't watch before, or you can replay it or something, or you can find that time to do something else. So guys, let me know what you like, what you don't like, and let's do it. I know for sure that my YouTube followers who would normally come on my live stream would not come at these hours. I understand, it's okay. Yeah, actually I wouldn't mind having different audience, like have different audience for different things, build new audience. And I wouldn't mind knowing that people who are coming here is not because they have a YouTube channel, but because they really want to, because this is not to promote a YouTube channel. So they really want to come to listen to the live stream because they are interested in what I have to say. They're learning from whatever I have to say. And I won't be maybe next week while I'm streaming on here, I'll be streaming on a different platform at the same time, but I don't know which day next week, but we will see how that go, or if it's the other week, because I have one device that I'm buying, and that device should be able to help me to stream on 2 different platforms at the same time. So yes guys, so maybe this will help me to do that. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sharing up my live stream, Deeper Than Beauty. Deeper Than Beauty is so lovely. It's just that one of the things that I do not like when you go live with the Deeper Than Beauty now, I can't get to show that nice logo and I flash the Deeper Than Beauty across the live stream. So when you premiere the video, you could edit, you could cut out all the bloopers and so forth. But guess what people don't understand, when you do this thing live is a lot of energy, because I can't cut out anything. So if I say something, it's gonna stay. When I'm doing a hairdo, if I make mistake, it's gonna stay stay. Anything that I do and it's a mistake, it's gonna stay. But when you do something premiere, it's a video you actually do, you cut it, you edit, and so you cut out certain things and you don't get to show. But I want to be real with you, and this is why I want to go live, so you enjoy the unedited thing, because most people are doing things and they're edited, and so you don't get to see the full thing. So let me know, as I said. So as I say, let me know when you will be able to watch, and what you will be able to enjoy, what you want to enjoy. I'm talking nonsense now because I'm about to leave the live stream, I guess, and as I just did that, you see, I can't go out and cut that, because if I was premiering out, I would have cut out that what I just said, because I get distracted. I get distracted and upset by what I get distracted about. So I'm muffled just now, and show my miserable side just now. So I would have cut out that part, right? So let me know what you will like, if you rather premiere or you rather I do it live. I rather do it live, because doing it live, it helped me to show my natural self, and you guys will get the real tutorial, not some cutout tutorial. You will actually benefit from it that way, a better way, because you're gonna make mistakes while you're doing your thing, and you're not gonna know how to fix it. And when you watch me live and I do something and make mistake, you will say, okay, it's okay to make mistake, it's how she fix it after the end, and so you will learn. And on the topic, you will get to see my real personality while I'm talking to you, because sometimes when somebody's giving you advice and they're giving you motivational videos, or they write a blog, because I write motivational blog, you don't get to see the impression and the expression on the person. You wonder if they're reading from a book or something, and thing just sounds so right and on point. So I am giving you my real self, my real personality, my real thoughts, my real views and things, and you get to bond with me that way, right? So again, please, if you want clothes, go to alikare.club and shop. Very reasonable. I'll be giving away a coupon. Now if you're a YouTuber and you're watching back and you want a coupon to give away on your channel, just email me. It's free. I'll send you the coupon by email, and you can just do that as a giveaway, and the person can go over and shop. What's the benefit for you in the coupon is the giveaway by giving back to your audience. They'll be happy to know that they get something. So, and the benefit for me to give you something to benefit is basically I'm getting the sales at the end of the day, but you will get to give your viewers something, appreciate them by giving them a giveaway present. So I'll send you the coupon by email if you want the giveaway. And guys, as I said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for pressing the like button, and thank you so much for sharing. And if you're new here, remember to hit the subscribe. Good morning, have a great weekend, and know that you come first at all times. You have to put yourself first before your husband and before your kids. If you don't put yourself first, you cannot look after them properly. Yeah, I know people said I can't do things the way how I do it anymore because I have kids. I understand that, but that doesn't mean that you're not putting yourself first. Yeah, because if you weren't putting yourself first, you will damage those kids, because even though you think it's them you put in first, it's basically yourself you're putting first to be able to give them a better lifestyle, because you know that you could not deal with the fact that you're not giving them a good lifestyle, a good brought up, see, and so forth. So when you think about it, you're not just putting yourself first, them first, you're putting yourself first. Accept changes by looking at the positive side of things, what is benefiting for your life, what new development happen in your life. And remember, love doesn't have to do with everything, right? Just analyze the changes. Do not pour out your all that you empty your soul to someone, so when that person is no longer around, you cannot find yourself. You must always be able to confine yourself, to be yourself in no matter what situation. If you cry, you're supposed to wipe that tears, and you're supposed to still be whole as a person. Some people are walking but hold. Yeah, you have to be hold as a person. And we will do a next topic on that. And tell me what you want to hear me talk about, what you want to see in the next episode. Let me know. You have the whole weekend to tell me what you want to see in the next episode. Guys, put all of these live stream into a playlist and play Deeper Than Beauty for the rest of the weekend for me. It helps. If you can't watch all the videos, just leave it, let it play, and listen while you're going. And thank you so much. And if you want to download them and listen it while you're in your car, put it on a CD or DVD, I don't mind. Okay, so even though it's not benefiting me, but not everything have to be benefiting me in certain way. Once it's benefiting you, it will make me happy. So thanks again, and good morning, great weekend. And you know, I always give you my kiss. Bye.